Hello, everybody. This is Joe Allenhoven, and tonight's webinar is titled How to Set Up a Facebook Ad Without All the Blah, 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 which really means how to set up a Facebook ad. Now, those of you that make over $50,000 a month, this is probably not for you. It's more for beginners and up. So if you make over $50,000 a month, send me an email because I want to subscribe to some of your stuff. So anyways, I'm just kidding. What we're going to talk about tonight is more about Facebook, and I want to just lead into it tonight by talking about a little bit about Google versus Facebook. And because I'm one of the old Google AdWords people, I cut my teeth on that back when it first came out, and and took courses in keywords and everything you can think about to try to get ads that were, back in those days they used the word relevant, and to get your ranking up and do all these things to get people to your site. Well, basically what we're doing with Facebook is the same thing, but we want to talk about the difference so that you understand why setting up a Facebook ad is somewhat different, but the end result of getting people to see your, whether it's a lead capture page or your timeline post or a post or whatever, it's really about getting people to see and visit your stuff, you might say. Now, the first thing, the difference is Google was designed and is a search engine, whereas Facebook is social media with two different purposes. People go to Google and type in a keyword because those people are looking for something. They may type in a name of a product that they're looking to buy, and if you're the person that has that ad with that product name on it, you would get the sale. Now, back before Amazon got such a heavyweight, and back in around 2005, 2006, there was a real heyday there. You could have a keyword for something that was hot, and you could do pretty good selling those things just with Google AdWords. But things change. So now in Facebook, a member there, they'll use the search. They're searching for friends that they may know by their name. They're searching for groups that they want to join or interests and things like that. They're not necessarily searching for a product. They're more or less using the search button on Facebook to find something other than to find something to buy for the most part. Now, the difference with Google is those people, Google sent them to your site and when they clicked on that your ad. With Facebook, they put your ad right there on their homepage, on their wall, as you might say, so they can see it. So it's a little different. In Google, the people went to you, and Facebook, you're coming to them. So you might want to make a note of that. With Facebook, you'll be going to them rather than them coming to you. Now, Google was based keywords. With Facebook, it's affinity or like relationships or simple, same interests, etc. We'll get more into that a little bit later. With Google, for the most part, it was cost per click. With Facebook, as you get into it a little bit, you're going to find out you'll be more interested in the cost per impressions. If you can drive 1,000 people with similar site, similar interest, etc., etc. In other words, if you can drive 1,000 people just like you to your lead capture page or whatever for a penny, you would do that. And that's the power of Facebook. And it's possible to do that. So that's the first thing, is to drive thousands of people to your page or whatever, your Facebook page, lead capture page, etc., for less than a penny. And people are doing this. And that's you might want to set that as a goal. But there are there are definitely some things that come along that if you don't know what you're doing, it's impossible. So you need a little bit of education. That's what we want to do tonight, because I'm hoping that the Team Elite Home Business members use this to do some Facebook ads, which, and I'll show you some results later, very dramatic. The number of people that will generate sales, leads, etc. for you. So on Google, they search by keywords, and on Facebook, people are using the search function at any rate for finding people of interest. They may be looking for an old high school friend, or they may be looking for some group to join. Now, before we get started into going to screen share a little bit, I want to share with you how much is a lead worth. And I've asked a lot of people this, marketers, and it's generally among the top marketers, the lead is worth $1 per month. In other words, if you have 1,000 good leads in your list, a top marketer would make $1,000 a month with that. Now, a word of caution: you can go out and buy 50,000 leads for $1. Search the internet and find it, but those are not the kind of leads I'm talking about. I'm talking about leads that you're going to generate that people are actually interested in, say, a home business. In the case if you're advertising Team Elite Home Businesses, or in the case of an autoresponder, if that's what you're advertising. Now, there's one thing I'm going to come back to is I'm going to discuss towards the end how you can get two things at once, and that's to get likes to your Facebook page and leads at the same time. But tonight, we're going to talk about how to get leads. Generally, I was talking about how to get leads to your lead capture page. That was what was written up in the webinar, so I'm going to stick with that. Now, the other thing is with Google, keywords were everything. With Facebook, keywords are basically irrelevant, except I will explain how you use keyword type concepts to get your relevancy score up, which is very important at Facebook, which we'll get into that. In Google, the CTR, most people were shooting for 1% or better. In Facebook, it's all the way down to 0.01%, the better. So in Google is 1% or better, and Facebook is 0.01%, the better. The closer you are to 0.01%. So it's a big difference there. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to go to screen share, and we'll just get right into it, because I don't like to make my webinars that long. We're going to go to share, and we're just going to go to the Facebook, my Facebook wall, and on the left-hand side, you're either going to see Create Ad or Ads Manager, either one. So, but because I have other ads, I'm going to just click on Ads Manager. And eventually, here we go. So what we want to do here now is we're going to create an ad, but I'll show you some of these ads in the past where what's possible, just to show you some of these. I've got one up here that reached 96,000 people in just a couple of days. I think if I go back for last 14 days, just look at that. One of these, 36,000 people. Oh, that one in 14 days, and it was 271 conversions. It turned into quite a bit of sales for the nonprofit that I manage also. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go up here. We're just going to click. First thing we want to do, I forgot. first thing we want to do, since this is a lead capture page, and we're going to click on conversion tracking. First thing we want to do, because we want to track this ad. So we click on conversion tracking, and it's going to ask us, and there it shows you some of the trends of some of the things I got going right now. So we come down here, and we're going to do create pixel, and it's going to ask us for the name of the pixel, and I'm just going to put on there TEHB, Team Elite Home Business, LCP. I don't put dogs because I know what that one is, just to make it easy. Okay. And what the action I'm looking for is I'm going to be looking for leads. So then I put create pixel. Now what it does, it creates this text here. You see that? You copy all of that, do a Control A, Control C. You copy all that, and it tells you what to do. You paste that between the head and the web page where you want to track conversions. Well, in this case, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to have to go back here to the home page, and I'm going to actually be tracking this page here. So you go here to edit capture page, and you just pick whatever page you want to set up a Facebook ad for, and you click on tools, source code, and you paste that pixel right there between the head and the head. In this case, you just put it right there at the bottom. You don't have to worry about the head and the head. Just paste it right there and click OK. And then save it. Now, what we're going to do is click on View Page. And this is the ad we're going to be doing a Facebook ad for. This is a lead capture page we'll be doing a Facebook ad for. You go up here in the browser and you copy that, because that is your capture page URL. That's what we're going to advertise on Facebook today. So we come back over here to Facebook, and we close this because we've added that pixel. We clicked on conversion tracking. We clicked on create pixel. It gave us some code, and it's here. You see the TEHB LCP dog. That's misspelled dog, but there it is, and it says no activity yet, hasn't been linked up. So that's fine because we hadn't started our ad. So go up here. We're going to do create ad, and as I go along, we'll give you some tips that you really want to pay attention to, and you'll want to back up this video and listen to when I say tip. You want to make sure you write that down. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. You got all these different things. You can promote your fan page. You can boost a post that you did. All this stuff, this is not the purpose of this webinar, but you got all these different things that you can do on Facebook advertising. I use a lot of those. In this case, it's very simple. Send people to your website. So you click on that, and then it says enter the URL to promote. We just copied that, right? So we just paste that in there, okay? Now it's going to do a little stuff, and it's going to say which pixel do you want to select, and since you've already put it in there, the TEHB LCP dog is right there. So you select it, then you hit continue. Now you start to scroll down. It's really very easy, but if you don't know what you're doing, it'll drive you crazy. So most important about Facebook, because of its nature, is targeting an audience. So we're going to create a custom audience, but basically, I can tell you right now that for all of us here in the United States, all you want to do is put as your target audience all of the United States. Now, if there's not anything there, like if you see it like this, just click on add a country and just type in United States, and it'll pop up United States. And if you know anything about the demographics of the United States, the center of the country is more conservative. If you're selling guns and ammunition, I would suppose you would target the South and the center of the United States. But I meant that as a joke too. But other than that, it's most of the time just use all of the United States. Now, right there is our target's 182,000 people. Now, we want to get that down to about between 50 and 100,000 people. We want to do a laser targeting because right now, if we send this ad for a lead capture page for an autoresponder to everybody in the country, we'd go broke for one thing, but also most of them are only so many of them are interested. We're going to want to get the ones that are most interested. Now, just for the sake of tonight, just for your information, a little tip here that most of the time, your best target is about 40 to 60. Okay. And I'm just going to put target of 40 to 64. And if you notice, that brought that down to 63 million people. Now, we're going to target all of them. Sometimes some people like to target women, it's 36,000, or men. And I don't really have a preference there. I'm just going to put all tonight. And see, this is where I'm talking about where you need to play around with these things. But in order to play around with it, you need to know what your goal is, what you're trying to do. And you see right now, we're still way too broad. So we're going to narrow that down a little bit. We're going to put in English. And I usually put English United States. So now we're down to 61. There's more demographics that this is stuff that you're going to learn later on as you do these things. But right now, for what we're doing for a lead capture page for a home team, for a home business, this is going to be an advanced thing for you. But there's a lot of stuff there that as you work at this thing and do it, you're going to see how that's all going to come in more. So now this is the big one here. This is the big one. This is a tip. This is where your gravy is going to be coming in, is your special interest. Now, what you can do is you can target a group, like a home business group. You can target a person. You can target an interest. You can target a company. And so right now, we're trying to get down to about 100,000 people. Let's just for the sake of, let me just try something here. Moby expert. Interesting. Fewer than 1,000 people. Let's try, if you know some top marketer. One of the things I did the other day is I stuck in traffic wave autoresponders, and it come up with 1,100 people. And if you can put, let's say, well, that reminds me, let me just put autoresponder, people that are interested in an autoresponder. Okay, that's 88,000 people. So I want to get rid of this one. No, autoresponder, that's it. I want to get rid of this one. So we've got potential reach. Even though it's 88,000 people in that group, the potential reach is 4,600. I want to get this up to about at least 50,000. So email tracking, let's hit AWeber. Let's put them in there. Let's see what we got. 130,000. So now the potential reach is 130,000. So I say, no, let's take them out. Let's try email marketing next, so it pop up there. So they're going to kind of help you if you see what I'm doing. Yeah, Facebook's going to start helping you. Trying to. That's 6 million. That's just an awful lot. Email marketing service. That's 13,000. Let's put that in there. And then see, that may not be really because, well, email tracking. And then let's say, all right, we know some marketer. Let's just try one here. You know a marketer. Interesting. I'm just typing in different ones. Might feel the same as one. Okay, might feel the same. That gives us a reach of 130,000. Let's take this out here. I need to find somebody with less clout than Mike's got. Anyways, because I don't want to sit here all night playing with it, you can see that I'll review this just a second now for the interest, and that's where we're trying to get this down to around 50 to 100,000. And I want to stick with that tonight, and because it's a little more. But here, by just putting in people that you know that are top marketers in the home business field, or home business groups. Let's just try that. Let's do a home business groups. And then you hit suggestions. Frank Kern. Oh, he's got a big one there. See, these are the big marketers. See if there's anybody I know down here. Get response. You know what? That might be better than, oh, Jonathan Budd. Let's try get response. I think that'd be better. So we'll just take him out. So that gives us about 100,000, I'll bet. Oh, 140. Oh, okay. So that's fine. I think you sort of get the point here. I know, let me just try one last thing. Get response, take it out. 130,000 still. Oh, okay. Well, Jonathan Budd is a marketer, I know. Okay, so now we go down here to behaviors and purchase behaviors. Now what we can do here is kind of browse and see if there's anything here that might, mobile device user, travel, media, and you can open up these other ones and it gives you all kinds of more options. Purchase behavior. There, the purchase behavior. See, if you click on business purchases, what's going to happen is, if you click on that, business marketing, okay, if you click on that, what that does, see, that brings that reach way down. But now, because it brought that reach way down, these are people that made business purchases out of this group up here. Now to get that back to about 50,000, we're going to go back up here and add, we're going to add AWeber back in there. Okay. I'm going to add them in there. Let's see where we are. 28,000. And what was the other one? Mike Field saying. We'll put him back in there. So now we've got 29,000 people that have purchased a business purchase from these groups here. And so you can see this is a much more targeted audience. So I'm going to just leave it at that for now. You could add some more behavior. The behaviors that they purchase something in business marketing is a great behavior for what we're doing. And then if you could find some more people to add up here to kick this back up. Oh, it was get response. That's what we want. Get response. That should do it. Oh, 33,000. So that's good. That's getting close. I'm going to stick with that. That's what you call a real defined, laser targeted 33,000 people there that would probably be interested in, if they're needing an autoresponder for sure, or and these people are already in one, but you know, Team Elite Home Businesses is unparalleled in some of its features, so they might just eat that up. Normally down here on the connections, you can do all kinds of things with that, and it explains it here. It narrows it even more, but I don't really want it any more narrow than it is right now. You can save this audience and give it a name, and I'm going to call this TEHB dog LCP. I'm just going to put autoresponder in there because that's what most of these people are. People that belong to an autoresponder are interested in an autoresponder and have purchased something. So save it. I want to save it as that. And you just keep going on down there. How much you want to spend. So I'm going to put in there. Here, let me give you a tip, but I'm not going to exercise it tonight. Let me give you a tip. Put in there like $10, $20, $30, and that's going to get your ad to it's going to blast it off. But I've got enough ads going that Facebook within a few minutes will approve my ads. At first, it's going to be a little delay. For those of you if you're your first ad, put $50 in there and watch it for about 30 minutes to an hour. And they may spend 30, 40 cents, and then you just go in there and edit it and put it back down to $5. That's a blast off tip. Now, so what do we want to optimize for? And I'm just going to run it every day, which you can set a start and an end date if you like. And I'm going to optimize it for clicks to the website. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose impressions. We'll serve your ads to people as many times as possible. And what I'm going to do, remember there's like 36,000 people that we think are laser targeted, and it tells me, it says, pay from $30 to $1.50. I'm going to pay 77 cents for 1,000 of those people to see that ad. I think it's this one right here. Okay, and these people we are Team Elite marketers. We earn 24/7 even while we sleep. Now that's kind of a catchy thing. Now we're going to tie that all together now. So now you see we're coming on down here, and I'm just going to leave that at 77 cents. Facebook has got a lot of experience, but I like to choose impressions, and I like to choose a number somewhere in between there to get started. And if you notice there, I'm going to, for $5, I'm going to let about 3,500 people a day see this ad, or that Facebook's going to show that. So I'm just going to run ads all the time. You got some advanced options here. There's really nothing to show in that, but you want to give it a name. They put up something there, and I'm going to write in there dog LCP. I'll tell you a little trick here is go to the page itself, and that's page number 2164, and just put that page number right there. Now, what do you want your ad to look like? Select a single image. Instead of multiple image, I suggest select a single image. Come down here. Now you can add up to 6 images, okay? But I'm not going to add all 6 tonight. I'm going to add 1. We'll go over here. You click on plus, and it's going to ask you to go get it. So it's pretty smart. Boy, I don't know what that sucker's called. Dogs sleep dogs. Got another one there. Puppies 2,000 by 500. Don't want that one. Oh boy. Hang on 1 second. I'm going to go to another computer. Take me about 10 seconds to get the number of that picture. Hang on, I'm almost got it already. Seven, 8, 2, 6, 5, 3, 9. Okay, I got it. There we go. Fine back. Okay, so now it uploads that picture. And like I said, you can add 6 pictures, but for the sake of time tonight, I'm just going to add that one. There it is. And if you come on down here now, it says, what text links do you want to use? And I want to hook it to my fan page, my own fan page, which is that. And I don't want to turn off the news feeds. The headline I want to put is EARN while sleeping. Earn while sleeping. Okay, and the text, and I'm going to put, it's always good to ask a question. Would you like to have I'm going to put an elite home business that earns even while you question mark. Then you put if yes, then, and then you see that it started to be a yellow there, which means that they're not going to see. You can keep typing here, but they're not going to see it. Then you can put then go, and I'm put go ... All right. Now, because that creates a little curiosity. See, it goes with the picture that's sleeping. And then the button, you're going to put what works most good, the best. Learn more. All right. We're going to go down here, and you want to leave that mobile news feed open, the right column audience, leave all that. And then we can do advanced audience. Why? Describe why people should visit your website. You start typing in there. Put in there, want to earn while you sleep. Something. Remember that you want to, the relevance that comes in here is that we are Team Elite Home businesses. And that's what we're promoting. And I've woven some of that in there, even though keywords don't mean anything, is they're not going to be shocked when they see the lead capture page, which is this. We are Team Elite Marketers. We earn, and Facebook is going to bring them here, and they put their name and email in there, and they become a lead. That's what we're trying to do, and that's what we're doing here. So the pixel is hooked up, see, right there. And we go down here, and it says, now you click review order, and it's going to tell you if you made some mistakes. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to place an order for that ad. And I'll let you know on our news section how that ad's doing. So I'm just going to continue. And there's, I'm going to look at my notes here. And the most important thing about, I want to go over a couple of things. The most important thing about the ad itself is that the picture is real important, because see this, what's it going to do? It's going to pop that ad, what you're seeing right there, earn while sleeping, want to earn while you sleep. And my picture, and it says like page. And when they click on that image or that like page, it's going to take them to click on learn more here. If they click on like page, it'll become a page like, sorry. But they're going to, and some do both. When they click on that, it's going to take them to the lead capture page. And boy, does this work. And the last thing I want to do is I want to go back here to I'm going to look at my campaigns here. There's two things I want to do, actually. And it's in review. You see that right there. So I want to go back here to homepage, and I want to go to my fan page, which is here. I want to show you something. Remember, I said you can kill two birds with one stone. There you see I reached 14,000 this week. I want to show you something else. Let me show you the nonprofit that I manage, and they reached 74,000 people this week. And I did a post about a video, 2,700 people looked at it. Some photos I pulled up, 1,532. And I asked a question about a famous nut in Alabama for 5,000 people. That was this week. I say I can click on this boost post right here, spend another $10 and get people. This one here has over 20,000 likes. And now we're getting several hundred a week now. And once that's a magic number, guys. You get 20,000 likes, then things begin to happen. Now, my fan page, I've got about 4,300, 4,238 likes. And you see I don't get near as many likes in a week, but I had a nice reach this week. But here's what I want to show you. Timeline, this part here, the timeline, very important. You see this button on over here, more. There's some more of them here. Now, you see this earn while sleeping and this SFI? People come visit this page. If they click on this earn while sleeping, here's what happens. This page pulls up, and in order to see what was there, you have to like the page. And I did this when I'm viewing it as a non-fan, so click the like button and then continue. So you click that like button up there, and you hit continue, and up pops the page. You know, this is a page that's right here on Facebook, you see? And I created this with WooBox. If you're interested in any applications for creating pages for your timeline, let me know, and I can give you some good ones. This WooBox is a good one. And you see what happens is when you pull it down, it's the same picture there, how to earn while sleeping. There's the video. And this is one of the old lead capture pages, the ones that I still use. I send them from those background image pages to this page. And then if they pull it on down here, you see here, click to get instant access. So what it did, they liked the page. Now when they click this, they're going to go to that page. Okay, so that's what you call a double. That's killing two birds with one stone. So they came to the page for however, and they clicked on earn while sleeping. They had to click the like button, which added them as a like. And then the page pops up and gives them the information, and they can then opt in. The same way I did this with SFI. I did another one with SFI. Same thing. You gotta like it. Click the like and then continue. Same thing there. So I use those very, very effectively. So I wanted to show you that. So now the last thing we're going to do, we're going to go to Facebook, and we're going to go to reports. Let's see, go back here to home. We're going to go to Ads Manager, and we're going to go to reports, and that audience insights. You'll want to take your time and go through this amazing information in here, especially like this power editor that comes up, and you got old ports. But anyways, it shows you last 7 days. So you can see this right here. Last 7 days, 75,000 people reached, 23 cents per person reached. Not 0.2%. So this one here is down, getting good, 0.024 CTR, and shows you the frequency, how many times the people saw it. And you see I'm overpaying for this one. No, this one's not too bad, but I'm overpaying for these here. They only saw it one time, and that's why this is so high. So I need to crank the what I'm paying way down to get it more like this. And so you can see that the numbers there. That was one of mine here. So you can go through this. If you click on one of these, it'll start to really dig into the clicks and all the things that it's costing you. You can really get a lot of information. You can really learn fast, get your cost way down in a hurry. Now, if you click on conversion tracking, see the dog, somebody's already clicked on that. Maybe it was me, but this shows you the traffic on each one of those. And then you take a look at, that'll tell you a lot of stuff. And if that's the only page you're advertising on Facebook, you know all the sales that came from that page are due to the Facebook ad. So what I want to do now, we're going to go back to the webinar. Somebody's got a screen frozen. Well, that won't be my problem. I'm sorry. And I'm going to turn this off. And I'm going to do a quick summary of what we learned. Very exciting stuff. We learned that Facebook will bring you to them where Google brought them to you. And it's all about infinity. It's all about trying to target somebody that's like you. Facebook has a tool, it's called a lookalike audience that'll pop up. Once you set up some ads, stuff is going to start popping up, and they're going to be sending you emails. And I had an audience of about 100,000 on that one ad. Then they sent me a lookalike audience this yesterday for another 100,000, and so I did an ad on it, and it's doing very well. So they're really Facebook is really into helping you. Once they can kind of see what you're trying to do, they will start to. You'll see things pop up on your screen, suggestions and everything like that, and they'll really help you in your learning curve. Okay, so when we set up the ad, remember you can advertise on Facebook to any any page, any website page, lead capture page. You can advertise your fan page. You can advertise your home page. You can advertise to get likes. You can advertise to get conversions. You can advertise people to come to a webinar. There's so many things when you set up an ad that you can do. What you want to do, and these are some, I'm going to give you now the hot spots, is you want to select a target audience of people with the likes and interest that would be interested in, say, Team Elite Responder or whatever you're advertising, and you want to get a target audience of about 100,000, 50 to 100,000 people. And one of the ways we got it narrowed down from about 1 million down to 50,000 is we chose a property that they were buyers of business. They bought something in the home business niche, so they're buyers. So that ad's going to about, I think it was 36,000 buyers. So that should people that are interested in home and auto responders. So you can learn a lot by just typing in things, and they'll throw up suggestions, and you test it and throw it in there, and you take a look at how many people it's going to reach. But the key thing is, remember, between 50 and 100,000, that's where you want to stop. And that's a pretty laser targeted group. Remember, leads worth about $1 a month. Once you get them laser targeted leads like that, they're going to be worth about $1 a month to you. So if you're paying a penny for one of those and you're getting a lead for a penny, that's when you do what's called scale up. You instead of $5, you put 50 or 500 in there. If you're making, say, $50, $75 a day on $5, you change it to 50. And if you're making 10 times as much on that, then you keep going up. That's what the big guys do. They start out with a $5 or $10, just like we do. Then they find one that works, a picture that works, and then they let it go. So I showed you how the timeline, how you can set that timeline up and let that thing be a real fan page getter for you, plus generate leads for you. And I change those, the same thing. I change those about every 2 weeks also. Your target CTR, remember Google is about 1%, but you want to click down there about 0.01%. And what you do is you adjust. I like to use cost per impressions. And once I get the ad going, I just start weaning that thing down and finding that what they call the sweet spot. And of course, I'm going to have to jump ahead on you today. I know that picture has a relevant score of 10 based on that picture and the ad I wrote with it. So that's why I just added one picture. But you can add, say, 6 pictures and then pick the one that works, the one that ends up with the high relevant score. Now, if you start an ad and you don't get, and nothing happens, it's because you set something's too low, and you're going to have to jumpstart it so they can get some data to see where they can make a profit also. And they won't be showing it to anybody. So that's what they talk about, that thing about blast off. You put $50 in there and maybe $5 per 1,000 impressions, and then don't leave your seat, and then wait after they approve it, run in there and slow that thing back down so you can see what's happening. That's what the big boys do. So, and that does work. And once you start setting up ads, they'll approve them faster and faster and faster. Okay, so I prefer to target CPM. It is possible to get stuff down into the pennies. I saw a video the other day on his screen, and he was paying 1 cent for like 1,000, 1 penny for 1,000 visitors. So your targeting is, you always want to know that you can target people, you can target groups, you can target interest, you can target companies. And so over time, you're going to figure out what's a real hot audience for you. And the last thing, and it's probably the most important, is you run your ad for about a week, and it's going to do this. It's going to drop off. What you do next week is you pause it for 3 weeks. On the 4th week, you run it again. It'll do better the 4th week than it did the 1st week. Next week, you do a different ad, run it 7 days, pause it for 3 weeks, same thing. The week after, 4 weeks later, you rerun it. You will find that the second time you run it, it'll do better than the first. Then 4 weeks later, it'll do almost as good. And it'll go on for quite a while. Then you just change a few words, maybe a picture, and it goes on and on and on. Now, The very last thing I want to say is back to Team Elite Home Businesses. When you create ads, key thing, create 4 ads. Call this one week 1, this one week 2, this one week 3, this one week 4. Same link. Different text. So you're running a different ad every week. You run this one in the week 1 of the month, this one in the week 2, this one in the week 3, this one in week 4. When this one comes back around again with that different text and everything, it'll do better than it did the first week. And the extremely last final tip tonight is, whenever possible, put a picture, highlight, yellow, whatever, put a picture in your ads. Use HTML. You can create an HTML ad at the news section. Just go down through there and create your ad, put a picture in there, do some yellow highlighting, some bolding, italicizing, whatever you want to do. Put a picture, and you will see an amazing increase in the number of leads. HTML with that, just one little picture. If I advertise the instant commission sites a lot, and I put a picture, I just get it right from the site, put it in there, not too big, 150, 200 pixels wide, makes a big, big difference. So that was it for tonight. Those of you that want to test those Facebook ads, get back with me. I might create a group at my Facebook, and you'll see that if you log into Team Elite Home Business, you'll see the link to my Facebook fan page. I think I'm going to create a group called Team Elite Home Business Facebook Ad Users, so we can join all that and we can communicate with each other and share ideas. I think I'll do that when I get home, so look for that. Join that group, and you'll be able to see all our chatter back and forth. And that's probably where I will put the information about how that ad's doing. So let me just take a look at the control panel, see if anybody's got any questions in there. People that had problems switched browsers and the problem went away. I'm using Chrome. It's been working very well for me. So anyways, I will post this replay right now, and all of the members that weren't here will have it sent by them via email. So thank you very much, and God bless you.